Radio show where we go toe to toe. Hot topic, dropping knowledge straight from Chicago, and it's our point of view. So tell me what you gon' do. Drop a line, don't be lying, trying to get with the crew. Cause we be talking them facts, exposing them fiction. Man, it's so real that we be causing some friction. Probably something you missing. Ain't no need to be dissing. Just relax here and listen because we spitting and sipping. The Stezo Radio Show. 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 The Stezo
Radio Show. All right, y'all. Welcome back to another edition of Stezo Radio. We have the pleasure of Nola bringing her friends to the table. Yay. That's Nola Fox. Yay. We're celebrating a birthday of one of them. What's your name?
It would be Nicky.
And along with Nicky and Nola, we have... oh, Lord. She
Nia. N-I-A.
And,
because
to help,
we weren't sure how to spell that.
And to help me out, I got my boy DN.
Could have been N-A.
I don't even get to introduce myself.
I was trying to get around.
We know you here. Fuck it. We know you here. Fuck it.
Go ahead and introduce yourself so they believe you're here.
Right.
This is First Lady of the podcast, Nola Fox.
Hey, First Lady.
Oh, you see how she claimed that?
Shit, she put the First Lady of that motherfucker.
Oh, you see how she claimed that on the slide? First Lady.
I'm the First Lady, Nia Fox.
I brought these motherfuckers just letting you know.
Yeah.
You know, who brought who.
What we ain't gonna do is that.
Hey, Nikki.
Nola is responsible for these two guests.
We're peasants.
Peasants of the cop.
We're peasants.
And if you're watching us live on Facebook, I know some of you probably not, but those who are, you heard us talking about a certain topic, subject. And we finna get to that first, because Nicky and Nia really want to talk about this topic.
Oh.
I don't mean in that way. I don't mean in that way.
What topic is this?
The scat is the topic of scat and scatting.
Scat. Yeah,
if you don't know what it is, you don't have to look it up.
No, Google it real fast.
No, fuck shitting on people.
Yeah.
No, okay, yes, that's what
like
it is.
Like he shitting on you, and not in a literal sense.
If you did that, I wouldn't admit to it.
There are golden showers, and then there's scatting, right? Or scat sex. So
this is the first time I've ever heard of that.
Really? So a friend of mine was on one of those. No, listen. Was on a dating website, and a woman who he swiped right that he was interested in, and her very first conversation via text to him was, I like walks in the park and
walks in the park.
Yeah, I like walks in the park
and people.
And I also like scat sex, and so he didn't know what the hell it was.
Oh, this was a female that did.
It was a woman.
Was it a white girl?
No, it was a sister.
Okay.
And he Googled it. He went to the Google.
So he was like me.
Because he didn't know what it was, right? And he learned what it was, and it's when someone decides to defecate shit on you. And he was like, So I'm like, did you go out with her? And he said, no, he didn't. But... So then I said, well, should she had held that until the very end of the like go out on a date first?
Yeah.
And then introduce that, or do you just come out the door and say, like, this is what I like?
I mean, if that's what you like, I think you have a lot of, you got, no pun intended, you got a lot of guts to say this shit.
Right.
But I've been on record saying you like what you like. Who am I to judge?
You like what you like, right?
But
So could you?
No.
Like, so if a woman
No.
you met on a
No.
dating website said
You
that
gonna
was
keep
her
asking.
interest.
You gonna keep asking.
She said no. You just keep
But
going with the
you gonna
question.
keep asking. No, but
Maybe it's just not smearing it on you. Maybe it's just
you
like,
gonna try to make this shit look
maybe
real
it's in
good.
the right.
Would you shit on a woman?
Literally.
That nigga?
No.
Oh.
But I'm,
Yeah. Would you
No,
shit
I
on a
wouldn't.
woman?
No, I wouldn't.
You
I
wouldn't?
actually no.
Would you shit on a woman?
Yeah, I shit on her all day.
No.
You would?
Hold up. Before we get in there, let me get this out because this is gonna go left, and I was like, "Wait, are you serious?"
Okay, go ahead.
But oh shit, y'all disgusting. But I wouldn't do it because I just think it's disgusting. But again, if that's what you into, that's what
That's
you
what
into.
you like. That's
But
what you like.
This is the thing that really gets me. We're having sex, so we're both in the moment.
Right.
How do you turn it off and say, "Let me shit"? Like I gotta shit.
Yeah.
Or I feel that way even with pissing because here's the thing: with men, for the most part, you cannot pee inside a woman when erect.
Right.
So in order to pee on somebody, you gotta literally like not
Concentrate.
be in the mood,
Right.
and you just gotta say, "Hey, I gotta piss. Come here." Like you just can't say in the middle of sex, pee on you. You literally have to be like just sitting there watching TV and be like, "Hey, come here, I gotta piss." With your face, psst, you know what I'm saying? So that's the weird part to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's the weird part to me. So that's why I couldn't.
Yeah, I
do
would
it.
say the same with shit. And I couldn't be fucking and
Right.
then
Talking about
me and
oh
stroke
shit, baby, that
start
taco
shit.
getting
Yeah.
me. Come here.
You have to be before or after.
Right, that's what I was about to say. Does it
So-
happen before? It has to happen
I think
before.
I would think it would have to.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
not
that's
that don't
how
kill
it
the mood.
happens. I mean,
That don't kill the mood.
maybe
for the
after.
people who enjoy it, it may be
A
the
turn on.
See, I would think that would.
That's the
that don't kill the
pregame. That's a
mood,
part of the
but if I call
pregame.
you
That's
another woman name,
the
that does.
foreplay, right?
That's the shit I don't get.
So that's the foreplay. So then you scat on me. I don't know.
Oh,
I've
okay,
never
okay.
participated in it, but I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to think logically about it. That the pregame, right? You're foreplay, and then you do that. You take a shower, then you get into
Not
the
as fuck.
business, right? Like, yeah.
Hey, you know, it's funny. I was around a bunch of guys. They were talking about this crazy shit today. I just, of course, because of this topic, I thought of it.
Yeah.
There's like a name for every nasty thing you could think of.
Yeah.
Like they were talking about just examples. These three. It was like I can't remember the names, but it was something like what was it? Something elbow. Well, basically, and they was kind of gay. To tell you the truth, when they was saying this stuff because it was like it's a name for when a guy is uncircumcised and a guy that's circumcised touch penises. Like they got a sexual name for that.
Oh.
Then they got a name for reverse. Like if you reverse titty fuck a female, and your balls are like on her nose or something.
Oh, you mean
it's
funny,
a
like
name for that.
teabagging and shit like
Yeah,
that.
but it
But I
wasn't
get what
called
you're saying. I
teabagging.
know, I
It was
get what
like
you're saying.
everything you
Yeah.
think
Do
of.
you all
man.
like like breast sex?
Here you go.
Do I like it?
Here we go.
Here you go,
Wait, you
Nia.
asked me?
Like
Man,
titty-
she got some
titty
big.
fucking-
Hell yeah.
But yeah, he said
Yes.
that's the okay. So
That's a beautiful thing.
Is it breast sex?
I don't know what you call it. I like it.
Yeah, breast
I don't
sex.
even know the name of
That
the
sounds
shit,
so
but yeah, I
proper.
like it.
Breast sex.
What's it called?
I don't know.
What's
It sounds better
called
when you say titty fucking.
Titty
Titty
fuck,
fucking,
breast
yeah,
sex,
titty
whatever.
fucking.
All hell of bed,
Breast
whatever.
sex just sounds
Titty
so
fucking.
bad. Like
It don't
ugh.
matter. Shit,
Ew.
let's get it
Okay.
cracking.
Do you all like titty fucking?
Yup.
Yeah, see, that sounds better.
And you do it and it hit her chin at the same. That's some beautiful shit.
Your penis.
Wait,
your
what
penis
hits
is,
It hit
her
her
chin?
chin.
your
What
head.
hits her
The head of your
chin?
penis is hitting her
She
chin.
her head doing this shit.
You gotta be big enough for
That's some
that.
beautiful shit.
You gotta be big enough for
Okay,
that.
but you know, you hit her chin and you like, she like, it's
Do
like.
you lubricate the breast?
It's like the thing. That's a beautiful thing too. But it's like
Do you use baby oil or you use KY?
You need some pointers? Yeah.
I'm just asking.
It don't matter. It don't matter. As long as it's oily, you get it in. But you know, you hit it. It's like when you go to the carnival and you hit the thing and it go bing. It's
Right,
like,
yeah, you're like winning.
It's a beautiful
Right.
thing. It really is. It really is. It don't let you bust off of it. What?
On that?
Yeah, that's like winning the big bed at the carnival.
So you don't ejaculate after the titty fuck?
Oh.
It's fun when you do it during.
Oh.
Do you
Then she
ejaculate
like
during
it
the
got a
titty
creamy
fuck?
gold tea and shit.
You're so proper. Do you ejaculate?
Yeah, you make me
You
feel
have to
uncomfortable
try
talking
that.
about sex.
Okay, do you bust a nut
Hey, thank you. It sounds like
when
that.
you titty fuck?
Talking to a
That-
teacher
that-
or
That's
something.
cheating.
Like,
Is that
married
better?
That
woman
is the
talk
goal.
over there.
That is the goal.
Show me on the dial where the man
Right.
touched you.
Does the titty fuck feel like a vagina?
No.
Is it the visual?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wanna
it's
know.
Be the visual.
What does
Yeah.
what does the vagina feel like? What does it feel like?
I had a guy. I asked the guy one time. He's a boxer.
What does it feel like?
And he told me that it felt like sticking your hand in some Jello, in
Is
the
that
middle
what
of
it
some
is?
Jello.
Wait a minute. So stick in the head.
Your
and
finger,
some
not finger, your
Feel
finger
like
in
Jell-O?
some
Jello.
Jello.
I mean,
Is that how it
Soft,
feels?
Well-
except it's just warm.
well, personally, I've never stuck my feet in Jello, so that could be it. But
Now,
I don't know.
after this,
It's
you're gonna have to
close.
go.
Right,
stick your
now
finger
it's
in some
American
Jell-O
Pie
and
type
be
shit.
like,
some
perhaps.
American Pie type
Yeah.
shit.
When I was little, I used to say it was like warm oatmeal.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know what.
I don't have a
I don't
penis,
know.
so I don't know.
What does
Like,
coochie
So let me ask the two men. So what is considered good pussy?
Her movement.
What is good
The
pussy?
kind you
No
want
such-
again.
What is like mind blowing sex for me?
No
And what
such-
like does it for
For
you?
me, no such thing. It's all the same. It's just her movement.
she gonna be
Yeah.
over here all
It's her movement.
I'm gonna be what?
every Friday.
It's her
Can I come back?
Oh yeah, you come back.
My
It's her
husband might be happy when I come home after these podcasts.
This nigga moving.
At 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nola gave us the term
Right.
pillow princesses, and that just kind of
Oh.
summed it up.
That's a lesbian term too.
I'll see again.
Pillow princess. My coworker told me that a pillow princess. She doesn't. She receives, but she doesn't give.
Well, pillow princess for heterosexual sex is just a woman that doesn't move. She just lays
I
there.
actually heard that from
Yeah.
an ex. She said some dude called her that. I was laughing my ass off. She said,
So it's
Dude called you
I thought
that?
that shit
No.
was funny.
Oh.
So it's the movement
Damn,
of a
man, you got
woman.
mad 'cause
Wait.
did nobody
So
call
it's
me that.
so wait.
goddamn.
So it's the movement of a woman.
For me, yeah.
No. Yeah.
What does that mean? Like
If you,
movement, like
if you
what?
blindfold me and you put three dip, that shit is gonna feel the same.
I mean,
If
like
you just sit
riding
there.
you, like
It's the
ride
movement.
doing a cowgirl, like you missionary,
What?
like from the back, like what is it?
Is that
Okay.
all
Okay.
moving all the
So here's
time.
the like. So
But you
she
can
got
move and
visions
all of
over
that,
here.
though.
Yeah.
So moving
So
every way.
then, okay. So then I have another question.
Look,
so
nigga,
then what's
that nigga I've been married for 18 years. I'm trying to
Don't mean
find
you
out
gotta
what's
be
going on
lazy.
in the motherfucking streets.
That don't mean you gotta be lazy.
God damn it.
That don't mean you gotta be
Yeah,
lazy.
yeah.
Shit.
I
I gotta.
think she's lazy.
Well, I would be lazy too after 18. I
Shit,
ain't
sex
mean-
But what's
the same dick
bad
for 18
sex?
years.
I feel you.
The same dick.
I feel you.
The same
But
dick.
not dick part, but you know
What? I know what you mean. Shit.
I feel you.
Imagine we got the same pussy for 18 years. Right.
18 years.
God damn it
18
right.
years.
Shit.
She got me for
But-
Same
18
pussy for 18
years.
years.
I mean,
So
I
what's
hear you.
bad sex? So what's
Motherfucker that don't move.
Is it
just
ma-
Motherfucker
non-movement?
that move.
What about bad
No,
head?
no sound.
What about bad head?
bad head? That's very that's. Man.
Okay, so give me an example
bad
of what's
head.
bad head.
A woman that's not into it for one.
Yeah, that would be it. Somebody
You are
who-
only
I
as
w-
good as your partner.
That's not true.
No,
when it
no,
come
no,
to
no,
head.
not head. I would say.
Is it a dry
Okay,
mouth?
maybe not
I
head,
would-
but
I
sex.
I would say with head, bad head is you just doing it to. You just doing it to shut me up, so to speak.
Yeah.
Is
It's
that
not
dry
that you
mouth?
wanna- you
Is
like-
that
But sometimes
a
you do
dry
feel
mouth?
like a man just wants to have a mouth on his penis. So no matter how,
But I
it's-
want you. You can tell the difference between a motherfucker who like to suck
so
dick.
then
and
I
a motherfucker
gotta
who just
enjoy
doing
it too.
Just to do
So
it.
I gotta act like I'm enjoying it.
No, and actually,
If you acting, then you might as well just don't
the
do it.
crazy
Don't
thing
do
is,
it.
you
I
gotta be
probably
real
could
clean.
tell
though.
if
You gotta
really
have
don't
good
wanna do
hygiene
it.
to suck some head. You gotta be sure your penis, your balls are clean. That you scrubbing, you wiping in between the crevices.
Well, you know something.
That's
You take
important.
initiative and you
Are we
bring some soap first
landscaping?
and
Is
you
it a
do
landscape?
A little bit
Is
of
it
manscape, take
landscape?
a
A
little
little
bit of hair off.
manscaping.
Well, you
A
need
little
to
Take a little bit-
manscaping.
take a
Like
little bit
I
of
said,
Do we
hair off of
understand what
there.
manscaping is?
you
Like
need to take-
manscaping.
Lift the ball up and let
You need to take
lift
some
each ball
initiative,
up and do a little
bring
wiping
some
under
soap,
there.
wash me up, then do it. Then break. Be a
Do
dick.
you
I can wash you up
Are
and
you-
clean your balls.
That should
I'll
relax
do
you too.
that.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Make
right.
it comfortable.
Dan.
That's foreplay. Yeah.
Dan, do you
Okay.
manscape?
A lot of hair is
So
not
you
nice.
manscape? Yeah.
That's on both sides. Ladies
Because
too.
I played.
I was talking about the men.
But yeah, I do.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Chatty Cathy over here. I'm gonna need her not to have no more.
Ladies, you gotta
We all need to pour a shot.
you gotta do a ladyscaping too. Like you want your man to shave a little hair off, you shave a little hair off too. And eat
Don't
some
nobody like
pineapples
that.
You ever had a chick
and drink
like
a lot of
shaving?
water.
Do you like?
A female
Yeah.
shaving? No.
Oh, dog, that's some good shit.
I'm too scared of that. I'm too
Man,
nervous.
no.
You like hair,
That's some good
Stezo?
No, I don't try. I
he
have a
said
thing
Oh,
about them
my
he'd
God.
shaving
rather
me.
just do it
That's some
himself.
Yeah, I do it myself. I don't.
That's
Yeah.
some good shit.
So
You
I
just lay
had-
there
have
A
you-
woman can't even hold
So
no dick to
for
pee
me-
right.
So
I'm
Nola
not taking no
Fox,
chance.
Nola Fox, have you ever had a man landscape you?
Yeah. With a
Have
straight.
you?
Let me tell you how good my
Yeah.
ex was. It was with a straight razor.
Oh.
That nigga got bodies.
Damn. And you
gotta
didn't
have
know
that
Nick.
too.
Nia.
You didn't have to put no magic shave on it.
Ouch.
You wasn't scared? Though? See, I'd be too
Ouch.
scared.
Nia,
She straight
have
made
you
you a
ever had a
70s
man
porn star.
I straight
landscape?
razed him too. So
Have you ever had
No,
a man
you-
landscape?
No, I do
Oh.
it myself. No.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, that's a.
That's
it was years ago.
that's like foreplay.
18 years.
No, it wasn't foreplay. It was
It is
relaxing.
Like, it's foreplay for me.
It wasn't foreplay.
Was it the visual
I don't know. It was like the
or the act
the
of him
attention
doing
to
it?
the detail. Yeah, it was like you got like the details of it all. You got to lay back, lie back, whatever it is, on it, on the bed, and then
I don't know anything about
clippers. We ain't
Wait,
using
why
a
are you
razor.
using
We using
clippers?
clippers.
Hashtag
Exactly what do
18
you
years.
have
I don't
down
know.
there?
It just depends on how long it is.
No, I don't know if I'm using clippers.
I've
Like, I don't know if
used
I'm
it.
using-
I've used the clippers.
You know, that
Yeah.
You got a force then.
you like a
Damn.
70s porn
It
star.
might have been the 70s one time.
Right.
That was when I was in my married life, so I just wasn't sure.
Oh, so you
like,
weren't really getting it in like you were.
Yeah, I
Okay,
wasn't.
got you.
So that was my
No, she
married
wasn't.
life.
She wasn't the same woman I knew.
No,
That's
You're
weed
not
whacking
the
right there.
Miami.
Yeah.
I'm not about the
Clippers?
saying
That
about
nigga said
the-
she used clippers.
Nikki used to
She
be
straight
like-
used Andes.
When I met Nikki,
Nigga was on
she was
Andes.
like Michelle Obama. Now she like Nefertiti.
Ooh, that's kind of rough.
Yeah, but have a woman shave you, man. You can fall asleep to that shit. She's just like, man.
I'm
that
just
shit's
too nervous.
relaxing.
That's
That's
I'm just too
cocktail
nervous.
shit. They don't do that at drinks.
No,
I mean,
they
I'm
do
sorry.
that shit with
I'm sorry.
Right,
They do
right.
that shit with
I'm
drinks.
sorry. That's
That's
drink
good.
shit. They
Right, they
don't
don't
do
do that
cocktail
shit.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, like, get off
Yeah.
me, nigga. Get off.
So what is like? So I'm curious because I've been married a long fucking.
You gotta keep, man. I feel you. But go ahead.
So like,
She
so
gonna
what
learn
is like the
everything she gonna
natural
learn tonight.
scent of a woman? Like, what is like
The pheromone.
like the pheromone? Like, what is like? That's just like her smell, or this is like this bitch.
You know
Is
what's
something
funny?
wrong with her? Like she need to go to the doctor,
You know what's
or
funny?
like
I
that's a
remember.
turn on for me.
I remember.
That's
We was working at this one spot. We was borrowing a lot of stuff from the store, and you know,
That
juke.
nigga said borrowing.
You know, they had that juke
Yeah.
or whatever. So I'm young. I don't really know much about
Right, cologne.
smells. So they had a juke. It was FEMME. So I thought that was French for men. You know what I'm saying? So I grabbed it and I liked how it smelled. So I was wearing
He's
it.
walking around so like,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm wearing it because I like how it smelled. And they
Right.
like, dude, that's for women. I'm like, no, this the men version. This the heat. I'm like, look, it say for men. They like, no, that's femi. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of made me wonder. That's kind of like a toss-up, you know? Like,
do
do
you
you... Because I liked how it smelled because it smelled like a woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like...
so that's like some
Yeah.
gayish. Like lesbian gayish.
It might have been, but
Yeah.
but
You
that's
said
what I
it
was.
sound like a man.
I was kind of confused. Like, well, shit. I like how it smelled.
we know who won't be back on the show.
So I mean, I guess my
Hope you make it
question.
back.
So I guess my question is like for
I'm just
men,
asking
like
for clarification.
what is like?
The ultimate turn on for them.
I mean, like
scent-wise?
What do you mean,
like
scent-wise?
like a vagina, like because every woman's
it's
scent
different.
is unique.
It's the. Oh, you talking scent?
As long as it
Scent-wise.
doesn't smell
What-
like
what scent?
garbage.
What part of
Like
the
the
scent?
woman's vagina. So like, what is like?
What the fuck?
Honestly,
Say the P word.
Right.
Okay, the pussy.
How do the pussy smell?
Yeah, like the pussy smells.
That's
So,
why I went to the whole
like-
cologne perfume.
So wait, do you want the pussy to smell like juke?
but
No,
but
smell clean.
Or do you want the
something?
pussy? Is it like
Just smell
you
clean.
know,
You
like
know-
okay, put it to you like this, like she takes care of her body,
Right.
and sometimes it can be in the heat of the moment. So you know that she may have she's
She been out outside.
she been outside, she been at work,
Right.
she come home.
Okay. Well, you
Like
talk-
what is like for you like
Well, you
like
take-
this shit ain't this
you
shit is either sexy or this shit like I'm gonna need for her to get in the shower
Well, if you're
before we
talking
do
in
it.
the heat of the moment,
Right.
in the
I've been married for 18 years, Stezo. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find these questions.
You know
out.
what
in
sour
the-
coochie
in
smell
the-
like.
in the heat
We
of
have
the
any
moment,
questions, though,
I guess.
Stezo?
I guess in the heat of the moment, you are taking into
Stezo, do we have
consideration.
any
okay,
questions? What
she
you
just
doing
came in and did.
You just gonna keep
whatever.
talking while he talking. That is
You
so
know,
rude.
so I guess you take that into consideration. But honestly, this is what I thought. This is what I thought and what I was told. One, at first I did say I'm looking for a scent, like a good smelling scent. But to my
Because it's not always like a smell like perfume and
but,
shit.
But this is what I was told. If I'm lying, I was lied too.
Okay.
Putting scents and stuff down there can actually cause problems for the woman.
Yeah.
So I understand why it may not smell like this perfume that I would like for it to smell.
Right.
So I guess what I'm looking for now is a natural scent.
Because there's a difference
that makes
between
sense.
something is going on with her body, or this is just her.
Yeah, if it's
the
a
essence
natural
of her.
scent,
Okay, we got to pause for a shot for the birthday
right.
girl.
Absolutely. The 45 motherfucker. Would have peed like 5 times since we've been on the motherfucking podcast, but we're gonna give a shout out.
I guess in that.
Go ahead, Dean.
I guess in that sense, after being told that, I guess I'm cool with just soap like smell, because like I said.
But what if it's not a soap like smell? What if you hook up after
Okay, what are
work?
you asking?
Yeah,
Are you
what
asking
do
us,
you-
do we fuck smelly coochie?
No,
I don't know what a man. I want to know what the man's perception is of when he gets with a woman. What his expectations are, as far as like
my expectation.
You
is
want it
the
to smell like soap?
From now, that's my expectations.
like Dove.
Before I was told.
just soap.
Before
Chatty Cathy.
before I was told that
Please.
these scents could, I guess,
Throw off your pH.
whatever,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck that is. I don't know what it means, but it means something to y'all because y'all live by it. But whatever that is, after that, it was just like, okay, I'm just looking for a clean like smell.
What if the shit don't smell like soap?
Now you talking something totally different.
Right. Well,
But it's
I'm
not
trying
soap.
to figure out
So you saying
what
if
are
it's
you
a smell-
asking?
if it's a smell,
What smell are you asking us that we stay away from? I mean,
you saying
I don't know. Are you always
They don't want
expecting
to
the pussy
smell
to
like
smell like
garbage.
soap?
I'm
They
expecting.
don't want to smell like
I'm
garbage.
expecting-
It's
I'm
not
expect-
soap. But
I'm
if you
expecting a
you took
natural
a shower
scent.
in the morning
That's
But-
just
and you meet
I
your
told-
man after work,
Then
it's not
that's
gonna
just
smell like
musty.
motherfucking
Then
soap.
that's just
I told you, I'm taking all
That's
that in
just
consideration.
musty.
Oh, okay.
I know you just came from work.
Okay.
So I understand that.
Or like
may
when
not
you wake
smell
up in the
like soap.
morning and you trying to like go down on
Now-
them.
now
It's not gonna smell like
Now, in that sense, I would
a
ask
shower.
You, okay, but it's still not a
I'm not
foul
saying
odor.
it's not a foul odor, but I'm just saying it's not smelling like a shower.
Okay, well,
You already took a shower
You
at
have
9
any
o'clock,
questions,
and at
Stezo?
6 o'clock in the morning you trying to hit it. It's not gonna smell like it did at 9 o'clock.
now let me ask you this. You being a
He's
woman.
trying to
you
ask,
being
do
a
we have
woman,
any questions?
You being a
Caller,
woman.
I'm
caller, you're
sorry.
on the
when you're
line.
hot, when you're hot and you become wet, does the scent change?
I'm asking you, I've been married for 18 years, I don't know.
You don't know if your coochie smell different. And you been married 18 years.
She gonna
you
kick
done
off
played
her
with
song.
yourself.
My
I've
coochie
been
don't smell
married
like
for
Dove
18
when I wake up at
Okay,
6.
so I'm asking, when you get wet, does it smell differently?
right. Do you like the room up?
No.
Okay,
you
then.
good,
So
I
yeah.
hope
But it don't smell like Dove.
Look, nobody's scratching
Okay,
and
I
sniffing that strong.
Right,
to-
I
as long as we
understand.
don't, you know what I'm saying?
I understand we went to sleep 8 hours and now it's
Right.
not going to smell like
Yeah,
Dove
it's
anymore.
been
I'm
closed.
taking
But
that
it
into
can't smell like
consideration.
Red Lobster. It can't smell like
Oh,
Lon's Fishery,
no,
right? So we
no,
not, yeah, we not, you know, like, oh, wait a minute, what the fuck is that? You know?
I have my ex did like for me to like not
like a
come
scent.
home and
It's
if
like a
I've been
scent.
out
It's
working
like an
or whatever
aphrodisiac,
after
yeah.
the day, he didn't want me to shower. He wanted it right then and
wanted
there.
the romance.
Which is crazy because I've dated someone.
And I ain't
play
gonna
ball.
lie.
I play ball, and the motherfucker would literally say, "I like the basketball scent," and
Oh.
be ready to get. I'm like,
She likes
but
salty
I'm kind
balls.
of foul.
Because it was somebody
And I was like, wow.
Nikki
that's
was
kinda
with
crazy.
before
But, hey, it
her
doesn't
new
suck.
man, but this guy she used to date loved to smell her anus.
He did.
It smell like-
True.
Wait. First of all, let me ask this question. How do you even share
He
that with
did.
somebody? How do you even
Because
say, "Hey, girl, guess
because
what?"
it's
This
so
is what I'm
odd.
saying.
Yeah, bullshit
Because
like
it's
that.
so
She was like,
odd.
girl, he would just love to smell my
He
anus.
did. He did.
So he put his nose in
He
his,
did.
and you like?
Oof.
Did you like?
smelled-
it?
I didn't say I
like-
liked it. I said that
He would be like,
it was odd to me.
Let me
But
explain
this-
something, though.
was
Ladies,
weird
Now,
to
hold
me.
up.
That
this
was
is why
odd.
men don't like to do and tell they lady a lot of stuff. Because y'all repeat too much shit to y'all friends, and then 2 years down the line, y'all be on the podcast.
But I'm not with him now.
You know
But I'm
what?
not with him
But you know
now.
what?
So
It's so
now
funny.
we can talk
My
about
husband would
him.
be like, he said, we broke up, you would talk bullshit about me.
Yes, you
wouldn't
would.
He was like, you would talk shit about me.
Yeah.
I probably would.
That's why men got that. This a no breakup rule. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if I do this, ain't no breaking up because we know what's gonna happen. You see what I'm saying?
Y'all know y'all be talking to y'all boys about them.
No, y'all
How
see.
coochie.
And I don't know
If y'all
where
got some
get
bad
that
vagina.
from?
Y'all
I
don't tell anybody.
I don't know where y'all
the coochie
get
was
that
bad.
from.
You don't say like her stuff was
That's
I'm
all
gonna-
we say was
I'm
bad.
gonna-
We don't talk about.
I'm
you don't
gonna
talk
say
about
the
the
smell
stuff.
of it.
No.
I'm gonna say
unless I'm
this.
trying to warn him from hitting it.
I've,
Yeah,
I've
but
said this numerous of times. The most you're gonna get from your guy is, did you hit it? Yeah. Bam.
You don't
He
say
may
like,
he may tell you the head was deep. He may
you
talk
don't say
about
like,
the head.
you don't say like it was horrible.
I mean, yeah, but
The
we're not
head?
getting the details.
But nobody
Okay.
say, man, she
So my
flipped me
husband was in
over.
college, and his college roommate, the girl's vagina smelled so bad, they stuck incense in the ceiling.
Who wants that?
Which is crazy because
you
why
wanna
did you still
say-
hit it?
You
I
in
would-
college?
that-
I don't know.
That
why
would be
he
the
did
question
it.
I would ask. So you still hit it either. You had to stick in, but you still wanted to hit it.
His name was Lou. Lou, I hope you ain't listening.
I know a little.
See, I know a Lou too, and
I know a
and
Lou.
he went to college.
I know a Lou
He
too.
was cool.
Yeah,
Lou
he
in
was cool.
Lou in DC though.
Yeah, he moved to DC. He sell dope.
but
Is it-
still,
Is this
No.
this that 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah.
is this podcast?
Now I gotta call my man.
universal?
Dude, you still hit it? And you put the incense in it? You'll be like, yeah, dog.
Okay, everybody who's keep asking, they don't want to be on camera. It's not on purpose, but they don't want to be on camera.
No,
So I'm sorry.
I have a
Asking to see
job
us.
that
Are they
requires.
asking to see us?
Yeah, everybody keeps
Oh.
saying.
I'm sorry, you guys. You
bring them
can't
on
see
camera.
us.
I'm sorry,
I have
y'all. This is for everybody
have a-
watching us live on Facebook.
I have a job that people
Don't that
might
yeah, her
see.
job don't want to know that she asking.
And
these
my
type of
husband don't know I'm
questions.
on the podcast, so
Yeah.
y'all niggas can't see this
She
shit
playing
because he don't know I'm
bingo,
on there. And I,
Yeah, she playing
nigga,
bingo. The married
goddamn it,
woman is playing
I'm
bingo.
I'm living vicariously through all these motherfuckers.
Okay,
So,
now let me ask y'all a serious,
All right.
not so much serious, but let me ask y'all a question.
Okay.
Kind of dealing with this, but kind of not, because we've been talking all this about positions, the smell, and all this and all that. What's the most embarrassing thing you had happen during sex? I don't care how old you were or your time in your life. What was the most embarrassing thing that you look back on now like, damn, I should have known better?
I was giving a guy head and I threw up on his penis.
What the fuck you? I know a dude that went through that. I know a dude that went through that. I know a dude that did. I know a dude
wow.
that went through that.
Drunk?
I was like 22.
No, fuck that. I know a dude that went through that.
Look, so I was 22.
That's hilarious.
I was 22, and we were drinking like, when you're young, you buy the cheapest bullshit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we were drinking like Hawaiian
But your
Punch.
stomach can handle
We were drinking like Hawaiian Punch with some bullshit. And so when you're young, you ain't got no place to go. You can't afford like a hotel room. You can't do nothing. So when my parents went to sleep, we went in the garage and we got on my mother's Honda in the back seat. And I was like, babe, I'm gonna give you some head. I threw up on his penis. I threw up on this shit. I gagged. His shit was big too when I gagged, and I threw up on it.
That's an interesting story. Hey, Stezo, what was the most embarrassing thing you ever done?
Well, I think I told y'all that.
What was it?
I was. Oh, I see what your ass.
What was it?
Yeah, I was giving a girl head
What
and I threw up.
Oh,
You threw up on her coochie.
Yeah.
Throwing up on a coochie is different than throwing up on a
But
face.
I didn't throw up on it. I got
Nigga
up like
said
I'll be right
coochie.
back, and I threw up in the bathroom.
I was trying to deep
Why?
throat, and
The
it just
smell,
came,
why?
and I threw
Like,
up.
No, it wasn't the
your
smell.
first time, it
Yeah,
was.
what was wrong?
And he must have loved me
You
because he
held,
stayed with
you
me.
held your breath too long.
No, it
He
was.
must have loved me because he stayed with me. I threw up on his penis.
On his penis.
On his
Not his
feet.
I threw up on his dick, and he stayed with me.
No, for me it was just because I was always told it was nasty. You don't do it. It's nasty.
Oh,
you
it was
don't
your
do
So
it.
this is
time
your
doing
first
it?
Yeah, it's
time?
kind of like my first. So it's like,
Do you all really enjoy getting?
How old were you when this happened?
shoot, I wasn't even 19 yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
When
I
was the first
young.
time y'all sucked dick?
What the fuck? Oh,
I was
man, I thought she
16.
was talking to us. I was like, what the fuck?
I was 16 when I sucked dick, but my disclaimer is I stayed with him until I was 21. We were like high school
No,
sweethearts.
you sucked dick at 16.
I sucked dick at 16, but I was with the same dude. I didn't suck no dick. I sucked the same dick from 16 to 21.
That, you had
It
to
don't
throw the
matter, you
disclaimer.
was
You
still
sucked
sucking
dick at
dick.
16.
It's
We
16.
didn't ask you the
But
disclaimer.
I was with the same person.
Okay,
So
you
you
sucking
sucked
the
the
same
same
dick.
dick.
Relationship.
You sucking the same dick.
It was the same dick from 16 to
16-year-old with
21.
dick in your mouth.
But you know what? But I do believe 16 is too young.
Hell
If
yeah.
I knew what I knew now, I would tell a woman to wait.
16 and a half.
Right.
No, until
17.
she's 21.
17.
I would say 21.
17.
I would say
21.
21.
Because I was 17.
I would say 21.
You
But
know
my
something?
first love
wait
was a
till you're at
freak.
least 17.
My first love was a freak. The first time I had oral sex was 16.
and he didn't reciprocate. So he would require.
He wasn't supposed to at that age.
I had a dude that it wouldn't.
Ew. I'm not trying to eat your cookie.
Wait, clutch your pearls.
What they say, beat it, cock breath.
Right, beat it, cock, bro.
Okay, then I'm gonna use Nia's line then. So he was my high school sweetheart. So then I was with him.
Y'all was sweet on y'all sweet.
I'm sorry. I look at you suck dick in high school.
Right.
That's too young though. I would
did.
never. I would
I
never.
did.
One thing now, I was
did.
like 16 is so young.
Now you know what's funny? I was actually.
I don't know about
encourage
these kids now. Shit,
When I was
they
in,
doing shit.
when I was in
early.
school, I remember it was one dude, and it's funny because I actually bumped into the nigga today. He was the only dude. We was in line waiting to get our food. Muff was talking about fucking. He said,
What was y'all?
What
What were y'all getting y'all food? That I want to know what I was at.
Let him finish the conversation.
So we was like,
Chatty Cathy.
Was it
and I
like
was
a
about to tell
Taurus
her too if y'all
flavor?
didn't say nothing. But he was like, we was talking about fuck, and he was like, nah, fuck that, man. He was a junior. He was like, man, fuck that, man. I'll eat a chick, cool pussy. If she want me to lick her toes, she fine. I'm getting down. And he said that at 6.
In high school?
I said this nigga, and I
He
didn't
was
realize.
licking toes at 16.
I didn't realize till I got older. Like this nigga was ahead of his time.
Yeah, he was.
What was going on in his house?
I don't know, but he was just like, man, fuck that. And I,
Spectrum.
back
Or
then
maybe-
he was like, I'm not
Right.
ready to do that.
I was late.
Yeah, on
Can we say that
TV.
they were ahead of their time then at 16 and
Yeah,
17?
that's right, 'cause
Y'all were
I
pioneers.
was late.
And when they
called
do
us-
the man woman
This nigga
thing.
called us pioneers.
It was pioneers and shit.
I thought we were cocktailers. I'm sorry, that was a
But our
cocktail.
boyfriends,
There you go.
but the
Here's
guys
cock-
were our boyfriends though.
Cock
Yeah, y'all trying to-
tasters. Y'all
y'all trying to
cock
justify this
tasters,
shit.
not
We were
cocktails.
We were cocktail eras.
Cock tasters is a difference.
Cock tasters. But it was the same cock.
It was only one cock.
I wasn't tasting several cocks.
It was only
just
one
one.
cock. It was only one
So
cock.
does that make it even?
One.
Does that make it better?
It
kinda
makes it better.
does.
What if you got several cocks?
It kind of does.
First
It
of all,
does.
we're not
'Cause
gonna
you
use
wasn't
the
a
word
hoe.
cock. We're not gonna do it.
I'm sorry. Cock is cocktailers.
Yeah.
We're not gonna use
Yeah, I
it.
wasn't a hoe.
Maybe
I wasn't a
dick
hoe. I
is
wasn't sucking a
drinkers.
bunch of dicks in
Same.
high school.
We
So
wasn't sucking a bunch
there
of
was
dicks.
one
Maybe
dick
I
that I
just
was
like
sucking.
hearing that
At
word.
least-
First,
hey,
you gonna
at
hear
least we
that
were
word from a
consistent.
female mouth.
I was,
We really
yeah.
were.
Consistent.
Yeah.
See how y'all congratulate y'all early dick sucking?
We were consistent.
We gonna congratulate the
Same
early dick
Same
sucking.
dick.
I sucked his
It was
dick,
the
girl,
same
but it
dick.
was one dick.
It was one dick. It was one dick.
It was one dick.
One dick. Same dick.
Yep.
Nola Fox over here was a late bloomer.
Okay, fuck it. I'm
How
gonna ask the
26.
question that all the male fans want to know.
What?
But did he bust in your mouth?
No.
No.
I wasn't doing that shit.
How dare you do that, huh? How dare you
I
do
wasn't
that?
doing that
huh?
at 16.
Why was that considered degrading?
You know, black girls wasn't doing that.
No, we didn't think black girls was doing sucking dick.
Right,
so-
we think you sucking dick at 16, but you
No.
was doing that.
So black girls was sucking dick, but you wasn't sucking everybody's dick. And
Oh,
so
so-
there were,
wait.
there
Wait,
were-
wait, wait. Hold on.
So black girls back
hold on.
then still had a little bit of like, you know.
Lies.
Wait. So you're telling me that?
Back then it was like, you know, like now, like the eras, like, what's that one song, Your Man Is My Man? Back then it was like you were with one guy. And you stayed with that guy for
No,
like
you was
however.
never. Yeah, you still cheated on him. I don't give a fuck. You motherfuckers
I'm
was cheating back in
not
'74.
then. No.
Yeah, people did. People did.
Motherfucker said 74.
Yeah, your mama cheated.
I
on
was
your
like
daddy.
5
It
and
was.
shit.
It did. Your daddy
I was
cheated on your mama.
motherfucking 5. I was sucking dick at 5.
If you were fat
No,
in
no, no, no,
74,
no, no.
then I
11
was
years
30.
later, you were.
Yeah.
I was
Fuck you. You'll be
I was
45.
It was
on
what
Wednesday.
was the word?
You'll
we
be 45
used?
on Wednesday.
What was the word we used? It was taboo for you
Right.
to suck
Yeah.
dick back then at 18.
No, so
So-
here's the thing. So girls were doing it, but we weren't talking about it.
Right.
Even in our 20s and 30s, early 30s. So I'm only saying it like if you're older
If you're
than...
a cocktailer.
So at what
Yeah.
age? What age did you
So-
start saying, okay, now
I'll be
swallow?
honest with you. No,
And what
I'll be
age did
honest
that
with
come
swallow
you.
to our late 20s.
Oh, so that's the age you start admitting that,
Late
yeah,
20s.
I swallow?
For me, late 20s.
Okay. What was
So
the age you
I'll
started
say... I'll say that most women, even married women...
I only swallow for my husband. I swallow for nobody else.
Yeah, you gave.
Can Channing Cathy
Yeah,
just
another
like anybody else
justification.
talk?
Let Chatty Cathy
Fuck you, that nigga. You motherfucker drinker.
Another
Cocktailers.
justification.
I didn't
Yeah.
swallow.
I only do it for my
Yeah,
husband.
Kathy.
You
I
gotta
only
be
swallow
special.
for my husband. You right, because that shit is nasty. That's
gotta
like
be
fucking
special.
mayonnaise
What's
and shit.
nasty?
Swallowing. Who want to swallow somebody's thick ass
I wouldn't say it was nasty.
I wouldn't say it was nasty.
I don't like swallowing. It's thick.
Oh, well, that's not your thing.
It get all
then.
gooey in your mouth.
No hope.
That shit
And
ain't
my boy.
It's like eating an oyster.
Fuck it. They
So it's
asked
like eating an
us. Fuck
oyster
it.
then.
Fuck
So
They asked
clearly
us.
Nola
So
Fox
like
and
an
Nicky
oyster.
like to swallow.
No, fuck
Like
that.
an
I only
oyster.
swallow.
We need more like them. Now, real
only
talk.
swallow
Real
marital
talk.
penis.
Because I'm gonna say Dame Dash, no homo, pause. But what does it taste like? Since y'all asked what does pussy feel like, what does it
It's
taste like?
salty. It's like snot. It's like
What?
snot.
Okay,
What
that's
your man
Nita.
got going on?
It's like fucking snot.
Clean up his diet.
Right.
It's snot.
What
your man got going on?
Now,
What's y'all motherfucking
It's tasteless.
and before-
It's odorless.
It's
And
tasteless
before-
and odorless, but it's thick like snot.
before you all go on it, I was told that it does depends on what the man eats.
Eli,
Like
man,
that's what I was told.
out in Radio Land, if you want your
Why
if
is-
you want your lady to
Why
swallow,
is Nia like
eat
all like this?
pineapple.
Like she
Eat a
about
lot
to
of
suck
pineapple,
this
drink a lot of water.
microphone.
So
Like
Nia,
Nia like.
Nia say it tastes like
So,
snot.
Nola
I don't know how
Fox.
she know how snot
I didn't
tastes.
say it tastes like snot. I said it's thick like
Oh,
snot.
okay. I'm sorry. It tastes like you said salty.
It's tasteless. It's a little salty.
Okay.
It's
So-
thick.
I'm gonna
So-
need your husband to clean up that diet.
I
But-
agree.
He 18 years. He don't give a fuck.
He don't
So
give a fuck.
Nita.
Right.
So
it's
he
over.
like fuck.
It's
Where you gonna
over.
go?
It's over.
It's me and you forever and a
It's
day.
over.
It is what it is. Until one of us die, it is what it is.
Nikki and fucking Nyla. I don't know what kind of drug
Nola.
they're sucking.
Nita.
But maybe these people are eating.
Nola.
What?
Wait, what?
Wait.
Maybe
Nita.
Nola.
What does
I
it
don't
taste
even know my
like?
name
I'm sorry.
right
I'm
now.
sorry.
Maybe
Nikki,
Nola.
I'm sorry.
Maybe
I'm sorry.
Nola and Nikki are sucking dicks
I'm
that
sorry.
eat pineapple
I'm
and drink
sorry.
a lot of
Nikki,
like.
what does it taste like?
What does it taste like, Nikki?
Yeah, so it's tasteless.
What is the dick? What does the sperm taste like, Nikki? What does the cum taste like?
I'm gonna need you not to have such a strong opinion. Like
Your dog was like a
you're-
statue when I went upstairs. It was just still on the pillow. I was like, this is so strange. Your dog is just laying there.
The dog ain't about to show.
And I moved.
No,
Dog ain't
fuck
about to
this.
show.
Nita, what does it taste like?
Right.
Nikki, I'm sorry.
So Nikki,
Nikki,
thank
Ed,
you.
what does it taste
Uh-huh, Nikki. So it's tasteless.
Okay, is it like
And it's-
snot? Is it thick like mucus?
No, it's not.
It's thin like
I don't know what semen
kind
you
of
got in your
Your
mouth.
cum
Like,
thin?
Good shit.
Is your cum thin?
but he don't even know
Is
what
your
it tastes
cum
like. But he don't know what it
thin?
tastes
I'm
like.
asking him, is it thin? I'm not asking him what's it
I don't know. I know
Wait,
it
you've
ta-
been married 18 years and you don't know how
No,
cum
she
tastes?
knows.
she
I know that it's
said it's not that
odorless.
part.
It's
She said it's
tasteless, but
salty.
it's thick. It's
She said
thick.
it's salty and thick.
Oh,
He
okay.
needs to go on that one of them
Atkins.
diets.
He needs to kind of clean up that diet some.
Do your nigga eat healthy?
He does.
That nigga eat Popeye's chicken.
His shit a 10-piece spicy.
Her shit
okay.
spicy. She like her cum spicy.
She wasn't even
Hey,
that
hey.
answer.
You like your cum spicy too, Nola? Niggas be eating.
Nola, what does it taste
They be
like?
eating spicy chicken. They be
She won't even let me answer.
Nola.
Let
oh,
Nola
you didn't answer.
answer.
Oh, Nola, what does
Let
it taste
Nola
like?
answer.
It's
Nola, what does it taste like?
it's
this
it's
bitch.
tasteless.
Yeah, it's
It's
older.
tasteless.
And if you motherfucking thinking it's thick, you holding it too long.
Odorless. That shit be thick down my throat.
Hold up.
This shit is thick when it go down my
I
throat.
would just like to.
It go.
I
It's
like
thick.
to tell all the men listening to Stezo Radio and my man
Men.
Stezo. I just had 3 women admit that they swallow.
It-
On the list. You know what I'm saying? I just have had them admit that they
Stezo slow
swallow.
clap. Stezo slow clap.
I just
Man,
want
that's
you
the
to
first.
know that. I just had
That's
them
the first.
admit, like, yeah, nigga, I swallow.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
a first. That is a
I
first.
just want to let
But
y'all know
Man, let me tell you.
obviously, Nia is holding it too
They
long.
don't
in
like
her
it.
mouth.
Now they talking about the
Is she
skills
holding?
to
How she
swallow.
holding that
They
microphone
suck
right
dick
now?
like it's
Exactly.
lean. They suck dick
Exactly.
in.
And
They
she's
suck
trying
dick
to
in.
push it
Skills
all
of
on me.
swallowing.
Why are you holding the semen in your mouth so long? Why you
Yeah.
holding the nut in your mouth so? You can't do that.
What do you do, Nola?
It goes here and it just goes down. I
Oh,
don't
no.
have time.
What do you do, Nikki?
It's like an oyster. So you just gotta
suck it in.
swallow.
I don't
Go
like
ahead,
fucking
Nikki.
oysters.
Go
You
ahead.
just
I don't
gotta
like fucking
swallow.
oysters. That shit
beautiful.
slimy.
This
They
is
like
beautiful.
slimy shit.
But I love oysters, so.
And
They-
you love
these bitches
But
are
she
lying.
doesn't. But she
These
doesn't.
bitches are
though.
lying.
That's the funny
Look,
thing.
These
She
bitches are
doesn't.
lying.
Stezo.
She doesn't.
Nola and fucking Nikki are lying. That shit
No,
is like
we're
fucking.
not.
That shit is like fucking.
No,
like
you
a-
ain't
like
sitting
a-
there like you just
like a
had like
fucking-
a fucking 10-course meal. You like doing it because in the moment with your man.
Is it an acquired taste?
I've been
Is it an
married 18
acquired
years.
taste?
I don't need to swallow.
No, because you ain't doing it for everybody.
I'ma get off the mic.
That's why I said it's an acquired taste.
No, it's for every man.
Nigga belching.
What did she just say?
I don't know. She's like really
Moaning
giving the
on
mic
the-
oral right now. I don't understand.
She know it ain't gonna bust, so she good.
She's so nasty.
You know what's crazy though, and I'm not trying to put
That's
you on the
always
spot,
the married woman.
Nikki. But yeah, I would think at 18 years
That's
of marriage,
Nia.
you would be the one. Oh, that's
No,
that's Nia.
That's
Okay.
Nia.
I'm Nia.
Yeah.
I thought you would be the one, to explain to us, how to
Hell
really
no.
get down.
Married?
Because you
Hell
had
no.
18 years of practice.
No.
It's the
no,
same
no. She had 4 years of practice.
It's the same shit.
She had 4 years of practice.
Look, you
Shit.
give me you give me the same video game for the next 2 weeks. I'm a master that bitch.
Yeah, in 4
She's
years.
mastered it.
Yeah, but after 4 years, it's whatever.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Damn. Don't cry. Please don't cry, because I'm gonna feel so bad if you start crying.
She ain't gonna cry.
She ain't gonna cry.
I'm living vicariously.
Anybody
through
out
y'all
there
motherfuckers.
married?
You know something? I totally
want no
understand.
Anybody out
Y'all
there
tell me
married?
something.
I understand.
What is sex like for a married person?
I'm
I'm asking what's out there in internet world. What's sex like for a married person?
You know what?
It
My
sound
life.
like it ain't shit out there.
I done told y'all that for 30 years, and I ain't even been married.
And I don't want to look. I don't want people to think that marriage is like a death sentence to like a boring life or a boring sex
I don't
life.
think it is.
I don't want people to think that. Because when you love someone,
Uh-oh, it's gonna get depressing.
No, I actually.
no, because when
agree
you
with
love
she going
someone,
at.
nothing is ever going to. I'm gonna put it to you like this: my parents have been married for 51 years, going on 51 years, and my mother and my father are like my blueprint to how life is supposed to be. And my mother would always
Do you
say,
and moms had that talk though?
absolutely.
Like oral sex?
I don't go to oral sex with my mother, but I'm like, damn, mom,
Y'all had a
like
marriage talk?
we have the marriage
Okay.
talk, and she guides me through like the ups, the highs and the lows of marriage. They've been married for, like I said, almost 51 years. My dad has not always been a saint. Now, has he ever bought bullshit to the doorstep? No, but there's been like talks about like shit.
Other brothers and sisters down the street, this type shit?
Well, I'm just saying, like my mother, no, he hasn't been a saint, but he's never
Oh.
bought anything to her doorstep.
But you can't also like compare like the past relationships, like our parents and grandparents. Like that was a different time of
It was a
how
different time, but you know what?
relationships are now. Like so, a single man can have a full spectrum of women, and not saying that didn't happen with the generation of your dad, but it's so when a man meets a woman now, everybody got a job, everybody
Right.
independent,
It's not the
everybody
same. They don't need to be
driving
taken
this,
care
whatever. And so men can now choose to not be with one woman, not because she doesn't have everything that he wants on the list. It's because he has a choice of all these
Options.
other women. So
A
back in the
plethora
day,
of pussy
yeah.
is what I
So
said.
back in the day, men, they were taught women were taught you find a good man with a good job and you marry his ass or convince him to marry you and you have some kids.
Which was basically like he can fix a car, so fuck it. Yeah, I can make him a husband.
yeah,
That's all it was.
whatever.
And I have no problem with
Whatever
that.
it is, right? So now it's different. So like your relationship with your husband is different than your mother's
Yeah.
relationship was with her husband.
And I think
But
that's the problem
it's
people don't
different.
realize.
It's different.
That's true.
It's
That's
a
true.
different era, but the one thing that remains constant that my mother speaks to me that I appreciate. Some days you're going to love him. Some days you're going to hate him.
That's beautiful.
Some days you're going to like
but
him.
you're not gonna have.
But that's
the
gonna be a-
same-
but that's
you're
gonna be
not
a
gonna
constant
have the
rotation.
same-
That's going to be
It's
all
gonna be a
I agree
constant
with her,
rotation
100%.
because-
But what you're not gonna have is the same things, the outside things that's influencing your relationship. So when you meet a man now, he doesn't have the same foundation that your father had. He's not gonna have it.
But I feel like my husband has the
I
foundation.
disagree.
So I'm not making this personal.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that generally when you meet a man that's in the cocktail No, what we talking about?
No,
In the
no.
drink stage.
The
Yeah,
drink-
so
the
in
drink
in-
stage,
the
the drink
drink or
stage.
whatever it is.
Cocktail
So when
is
you
all
meet,
right.
yeah.
All right.
So when you meet a man that's in a cocktail era of his life, sometimes they may not have had that father figure. I'm not saying all black men have not had, or whomever you choose to be with or you desire to be with. They have not had the foundation of, like, your responsibility as a man is to go to work, bring home your check, and give it to your wife, and she take care of the responsibilities of the home. That does not happen often. So when you do find a man that does that,
You saying
sometimes
swallow
as
his nuts.
women,
Swallow.
yeah, sometimes as women we
gotta
don't
swallow.
know.
You gotta
Yes,
swallow. Yeah,
you
see?
should, but sometimes as women we don't know how to treat that man because
They don't know how to swallow.
they don't know how to swallow, or their mama didn't tell them they need to swallow. I don't know what it is. I don't know if that's the conversation you have, but I don't know if I would ever tell my daughter she needs to swallow. But I'm just merely saying that, like, so I was raised by my father, so I understand, like, the fabric of that type of man that was being responsible and accountable and da-da-da-da. So when I meet a man that is that, it's like, oh, okay, like, really, like, what's your story? Right? Like, so I need to know who you are and then who raised you and what you come from for me to understand, like, you really get what it requires to be with a woman in order for that man to rise to the woman who have these expectations. Because sometimes women have expectations, but they're not realistic expectations because they don't know what the expectation should be, if that makes sense to anybody.
No, I agree with what you're saying. My only issue that I think people have, like you said, a lot of people want to take, this is what my father did or this is what my granddad did, so why can't I have that? Like you said, it's a different time. Now, what I will say, I'm just going to be honest. Your grandfather, quote unquote, was a horrible person. Your grandmama did not like him. She
I agree
just
with
married
that,
him at
yeah.
16 and she was
Right.
like, damn, I'm stuck with this nigga.
Right.
Because she didn't have a skill or whatnot.
Right.
But he stepped out.
Right.
I would say the only thing now is more easier to step out and it's more out in the public because you have social media and
Right.
stuff like that. But if you ask a lot of people, like, I don't know you all, but for me, it's nothing for me just to wake up one morning and next thing you know, my father say, hey, you ever met your brother? I'm like, no, I don't know about this dude.
Right.
I mean, that's just how it is.
Right.
Like, I didn't realize how many motherfuckers was fucking back then without a condom. I
Right.
really did not realize.
Or people who had multiple families.
Yeah.
Right.
Multiple
But
families.
now it's just like,
That's because the other girl
It's-
swallowed.
but it's
I think
just
y'all missing the
now.
point.
Or
It's
didn't
just-
swallow.
It's just now that
multiple families.
that other family, they would tell you on social media, so now it's
Right.
out there.
Right.
That's the only thing different. But yeah, your grandfather was a horrible motherfucker.
Yeah.
Your grandmother knitted because she was like, I'm bored.
Right.
She baked cakes because she like, I'm really miserable.
Yeah, because
but fuck
Grandpa
it.
wasn't here.
They
Grandpa
should have been
was
divorced
gone.
30 years
Right.
They
ago.
would have
So
been.
But
right.
she was like, I ain't got a skill.
Yeah, they would have been.
She like, I ain't
Yeah.
got a
She had
skill.
nowhere to go. She
Right.
had no
So
job.
you don't know
She
what you
had
don't
no-
know.
Exactly.
So I have a question for everybody.
Oh, God.
Yes, Chatty.
Do you think that we are meant to be monogamous?
No.
I think some are,
Why?
but majority are not.
No.
So I want to know your viewpoints on each
It's
one.
heartbreaking to me.
I think some people may say, okay, fine, I can deal with one for the rest of my life, but majority wise, no, I don't think it's supposed to be.
That doesn't mean. Well, look. Let me say this. That doesn't mean that you bump around and not be with one solid person
Right.
forever. I think it's something that you tend to adhere to and stay with. But for the most part, you are going to be attractive to someone else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's all what you do and how you deal with those
Right.
things or
Right.
whatever. I don't think people get divorced for infidelity. I think people get divorced for, number one, financial, and maybe number two, communication.
Finances, number
True
two.
But
statement.
other than sleeping with somebody else, no, I don't think you
I
get a
agree.
divorce.
Now I will tell you that.
Because good dick or good pussy
Becomes
gets
old
old
dick
real
and pussy.
fast.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I will say this. I think from a male perspective that if you want a guy to be faithful, he's always going to be attracted to women. In my personal opinion, if given the opportunity,
That's an Aquarius.
hey, whatever, call it what you want. Throw it up in the air. But given the opportunity,
Don't encourage him.
given the opportunity, I think, and he feels he could get away with it, he would do it. And I used to always think that until one of my buddies said one thing. He said and I said, dude, you used to always be out here like this. Why? How you just stop? He said, I stopped putting myself in those situations. And he said, dude, I don't go out because if I go out, I know what I'm capable of doing.
Right.
I'm gonna see something that look.
Right.
But then that's when y'all
I think
get
that's natural.
the boring husband. I'm just gonna be real.
Right.
Yeah.
This nigga don't go nowhere, nigga. Because I know if I
And
go
then
out,
you have
just
husband
consistent.
sex.
He's just
and then you have
consistent.
husband
why
sex.
do I
It's
keep
just
hearing that term,
consistent.
husband sex?
He's just consistent.
What is husband sex?
He's just consistent.
Husband sex is
boring.
like wife head.
Yes.
You do
Come
it.
here, nigga. Shut up. Hump,
Yeah.
hump, hump, hump.
No. Okay.
No, husband sex.
Husband
Husband
sex.
sex.
And I don't want people to think it's like a horrible thing, but it's just a very
That nigga
mechanical,
squint her ass like, yeah, it is.
predictable.
Nigga said, yeah, that shit horrible.
It's not horrible.
She want to lend all
It's
these other
not-
words
it's
to
not
it.
horrible.
It's
Call it what it
It's
is.
just
Horrible.
mechanical.
Right, yeah.
It's predictable, and like and this is just my.
that sounds horrible to me.
And that's just my personal situation. It's not anyone's situation. Everyone's is different. But I have 2 children, and my oldest child is very active in sports. So it's like you go to work, you come home, you have a son that's busy at least 5 days out of 7 days of the week. So by the time you and your husband do connect, it's after everyone's been running around all day doing shit with your children. So it doesn't lead for like a romantic
That's an excuse.
encounter.
That's
okay,
an
may I
excuse.
Fuck that
interject here?
shit.
Excuse
That's
me.
an excuse.
Fuck
May I
that shit.
interject?
That's an
Excuse
That
me.
ain't no motherfucking excuse.
Yes, it is. That's an
Excuse
excuse.
me.
It ain't.
That's an excuse.
It's not.
May I
Yes, it is.
interject
Why do you
here?
feel like it's an excuse?
Because you still go to
me.
work.
But you go.
Excuse me.
But listen, let me tell you how my day. Literally, I'm gonna tell you how my day works.
Mm-hmm.
I get up. I get up at 3:30 some days because I go work out. I get home. It's 5:30. I'm getting my oldest up at 6:15. By the time I get my oldest,
How
up
old
at
is he?
6:15, Wow. He's 13.
He's
He
13.
can wake up on his own.
Okay, he got an alarm clock, but shit, I'm still making sure he. Stop fucking shaking your head.
Tell him to get up. He can't get up. That's on him.
Don't encourage this.
No,
Don't
that's on
encourage-
him. That's on him.
I still got. Look.
See, look
Okay.
at you. Look at you getting
Look.
frustrated already. You,
Okay.
That's husband sex.
Okay,
Yep.
wait. So while
he
she
in
calms,
the-
while,
he in the
while
bed-
she calms
he in the
herself
bed
down,
with
let me
Desert
just say
Dick.
this.
You know,
Let me
Because you
just
didn't
say
work
this.
out for
Let
2
me
hours
get
and
this
came
out real
back.
quick.
He
Go
got
ahead,
Desert
Dean.
Dick.
Yeah.
One
Go
thing,
ahead, Dean.
I think the issue people have is, and I actually admire her for what she's saying. She actually realized that this is gonna be boring to me one day. She doesn't take like
One day.
I didn't. No, what I'm
This
saying.
day.
No, what I'm saying. What I'm saying is she. It seems like she realized that what the fuck did I expect for 18 years? It was gonna be. I was gonna get bored, and you don't let.
She found excuses.
You don't let that deter
Shit
you
is
from
not
running
gonna
away
be motherfucking
because you just
fireworks
realize.
every fucking
My
day.
thing
Forever.
is-
But how about when
My
you
thing-
kick it off and that's how
No,
it is?
my thing
Yeah.
is my thing is people think it's gonna continue to be that way for
All
18 years,
that
and it's
new
not.
motherfucking shit is gonna be motherfucking old shit.
That's how I look
eventually.
at it, and I get it. And so my thing,
It's
Wait.
like how do you
it's gonna.
how do you
get
have
old.
moments of excitement?
And I
Because
agree
you
with
have
you.
to like
You've done
put that
everything.
shit in the middle of
You've
some
done
kind of way.
everything. I agree with you. So it's just like once
I'm
you
hurt motherfucking Nicky in 1 second because
you just to me it's just like you realize like, hey, I knew it was gonna get old. It's just old now. Fuck it. It is what it is. My thing is people who go through thinking it's always gonna be exciting. No, it's not.
then you set yourself up for
May I
disappointment.
That's
just
how I look at
interject
it.
this? So that's
I don't want to hear motherfucking Nicky's motherfucking.
that's
what
the
fuck she gotta
18-year-old
Look
that's
at
the 18-year marriage scenario. So how about being newly divorced?
That shit get old too.
Listen,
Oh, you say I'm sorry.
I need for you. Come on.
I said I'm sorry. Don't
Yeah.
go too far.
So how about being newly divorced or newly single, and then you're with someone who was once who was married and got out of that marriage, and then we get together and I felt like I had husband sex with him.
Who is this? What the fuck do you mean?
You want me to call out names?
You know who I think you're talking about?
Fuck it, I don't know the nigga.
I don't know.
Fuck it, I don't care.
So-
I was gonna be cool. Fuck it, who is it? I don't care. I don't know the
So
nigga.
I'm not gonna call out his name.
It's
However,
a cocktail penis.
His name Earl.
It's not a drinker. It's a cocktail.
His name Earl.
Yeah, you call him Earl.
Niggas name Earl and Willie. That
Yeah, let's
shit.
call him Earl.
Earl and Willie.
And so when I realized that it was husband sex with him, and I wasn't even his wife. I wasn't even his wife. That was the saddest part about it all. Like, it was just boring.
Fucking mind blowing, like back bending over, like I'ma dream about the shit and wake up with the shit. Sex is not gonna happen. I have never had a. You know what? Nicky said to me one time. She said, "Girl, have you ever had sex and a tear rolled out the side of your eye?" I said, "Hell, motherfucker, no. And tear ain't never rolled outside of my eye."
Shame on you.
Mm-mm. I ain't never had a nigga that I woke up the next day thinking about his dick ever.
Even when you sucked it.
And you've been married for 18 years?
Well, my husband is different.
Do you not understand where we are with this?
But when you hear about your girlfriends talk about, oh, girl, a tear rolled out my eye. Or, girl, like, oh, my God.
Nigga, she bored. I'm just going to call it she bored. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm not going to lie.
Who boring? Wait,
no,
who's
my sex life is boring. My
She's
sex life is, but he's a great man, and I love him.
I'm not denying it. You know, you should
But
die
yes,
together, but you bored.
You find the good in
I'm not gonna lie.
the
That's what we
relationship.
Because I can find
No.
I could be like that
That's
nigga.
what married people do.
Y'all
Don't just
remember
say women.
that
That's what
episode
married
on like Harlem Nights? He was like, "Put your mom on the phone. I ain't never coming home."
I feel like
No,
we're
she don't
having
want
our
that. I
don't want that
Lion
shit.
Vincent
She don't want
moment.
that.
That shit could happen.
But you understand it, though. That's it. I get it.
All right, y'all. I hope y'all educated on this one. We coming up on time. So
Damn, has it been an hour already?
Yeah, it's been an hour already.
Because Nicky's been talking the whole motherfucking time about showers and shitting.
And on that note, we out.
And showering.
Stezo's thought of the day.
All right, y'all. What else do you expect? What else could you expect? What else should you expect from Stezo Radio? Especially when we get company at the round table. Good show though. They brought a lot of energy and a lot of fun to this episode. But I want to ask you: are you afraid to let your partner know certain things about yourself sexually that you like? You know, if you are a person, and I'm not judging, I'm really not. But if you're a person that likes to take a dump on somebody or get peed on, you know, is that something that you find you can't say too soon? You got to really, really know the person. Basically, y'all got to be together for a while before you can say it. Or is it something that you just open and honest with early on? You know, hey, y'all having sex, it's cool, it's okay, but you know what'll really, really, really spark it up if you just pissed on me right now. I mean, is that something you can say? Or are you afraid to say it? Because we live in this time where everybody say, I keep it real. I keep it 100. I see the 100 emojis every damn day. So I'm just wondering, is that something you keep real? Or is it something that you feel is so taboo that you don't say because you don't want them to look at you crazy? Just curious. Let me know. Hit us up at Stezo Radio at Gmail, Stezo Radio at Yahoo. Matter of fact, people don't email no more, so just hit us up on Facebook on the Stezo Radio fan page. And again, if you want to join the Stezo Radio Facebook group, because we keep getting requests, people saying they can't find it. I send screenshots. They're finding it easier now. So go ahead. You can come on in and talk that talk with us and have fun. Trust me, you will enjoy the group. Everybody's pretty nice about respecting each other's views. But this song I'm going to leave you with is from Peanut Gavacci. It's called Secrets. Check it out.
Let me talk for a minute. Fuck you so good, how you moaning in the kitchen. Eat you real good, how you moaning, now you missing. Now your best friend calling like shorty while you tripping. Got my hands while your hips while I'm down, you be dipping. Call a nigga up while your main boo tripping. Like it take you on the trips, how you tweaking, how you geeking. Then we go on shop sprees, how that motherfucking leak. Wanna spoil you, wanna join what's your motherfucking secret? Do you love me, do you hate me? I'm a motherfucking keeper, let me show you how I'm rolling shorty. I'ma be equal, then to eat the ass up like a motherfucking homie. How you rolling over control the music all up in the speakers. With your hands in my trash, yeah, I'm motherfucking people. Run out up on my back, yeah, you ready, girl, I see. Can I hit it from the back, how you scream what I please? Let me ride, let me touch you with my fingers.
You know what, man? Like, shit, we ain't been rocking that long, but you know.